Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Out of the Fog. I'm your host, Laurabel, and we have a fantastic episode ahead for you today. We're going to be joined by the wonderful cast of the Divas Do Christmas, as well as Lindsey Hynes from the Community Sector Council talking about an upcoming well-being fair. So sit back, relax, and let's see what's going on. Welcome back, everyone, and I'm now joined by some wonderful cast members from TADA events. I'm joined by Sheilagh Murphy, Anna Luisa Ramos, and Dana Parsons. Ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
It's like an orchestra. I love it.
Yes, we were going to do it in harmony,
Yes.
but yeah, they had a problem with me.
It's okay. They can wait till the show to hear y'all harmonize. So we're back because what's coming back? Drum roll, please.
Our Divas Do Christmas is back.
Yay.
And everyone knows you just cannot start your Christmas until Our Divas starts it for you.
Absolutely.
It's become a family tradition, really, and something people look forward to every year. It lifts up their spirits and brings them alive for the holiday seasons, and we're there to do it for them. And we're over the moon. This is our 19th year this year, yeah, and we're just absolutely thrilled. Our Divas Do Christmas.
I can't think of the holiday season without thinking about divas. I think divas are the only reason I stand the cold.
Yes, I can
Just
understand.
like I will understand winter if the divas exist.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that you guys are back for 19.
Yes, 19 years.
Goodness.
It's the 20th anniversary of TADA events.
Yes.
But it's the 19th year for our Divas Do Christmas.
Because we took a COVID break, right?
No. TADA was not involved with the first Divas, and Terry was. She directed it.
Yes.
And then it's a very long story, and we haven't got enough time, really.
So when we do the history of TADA, we will discuss all of this.
It will be a 24-part series documentary.
I'm in.
3 hours long each.
We know. Out of the Fog guests are listening. Out of Fog viewers are ready. We will have a TADA.
You'll have it. There you go.
Okay. So now moving on to the joy that is our divas.
Yes.
What do we got in store this year?
We have got a lot in store this year. We have some of your old favorites, the ones that you cannot have Christmas without. Everybody feels certain songs when they think about Christmas. Also, our great director, Terry Andrews, / producer, and many other coats she wears, she has dropped 18 of the songs and added on 18 new ones.
Oh, okay.
So 18 new songs with performers, dancers and musicians and so on all around, and brand new peoples that you've not seen before on Divas. And we're really thrilled. We'll be having people like Renee Marquis, the great Renee Marquis, who's only fabulous. Bob McDonald is coming back. Kellyanne Evans will be back again. We've got some wonderful, wonderful, exciting new performers, like, ta-da, like Anna Luisa Ramos.
Perfect.
And she is from Brazil.
So we have a Brazilian flair.
Yeah, I'm going to bring the Brazilian tropical weather.
Will you please? Yeah, like this is now begging to see. So what are you excited about for this year's Divas?
Well, I love Christmas, and living in Newfoundland and St. John's it's like living in a Christmas mood, right? Because in Brazil, Christmas is very different. So I love Christmas in general. But this year, we're going to do a version of White Christmas in Portuguese and in English. Oh. And we're also doing a traditional Brazilian Christmas song. So I'm really looking forward to sing Boas Festas. And I think that everyone is going to dance a little bit while we do it.
And of course, we know that Anna is also an international singer-songwriter of her own, and pretty darn talented young woman. And so this is going to be wonderful to see how she reacts to what can be mayhem backstage
Oh,
with
yes.
170 people back there, and nobody knows better than that than Dana. How many years, Dana?
Year 15 of chaos.
Okay.
Every bit of it.
Backstage now.
On stage, it is executed perfection. Let's be real.
Always so exciting. You never know what's going to happen. Mainly, you never know what Sheilagh's going to do. But especially, I think this year, there's so many different elements happening. It's going to be a joy for some of us that have been a part of it for many years to watch, you know, a performer like you and bring something completely different to the show, you know?
Yeah, that's going to be great.
It's gonna be amazing.
And we even though we might even be singing some of the and performing some of the other pieces that we've done, they're never the same.
Never.
Never the
No.
same.
Every year is different. Every year is exciting. It's challenging. It's an adventure. Can I just say
Yes.
that this year,
What?
one of my big songs that I've always wanted to sing, I get to do it with a ton of dancers.
Oh, wow.
I am being escorted out on stage and dancing with the dancers. As a 43-year-old woman, it is a privilege, and I am excited.
Oh, I'm excited to
I'm
see
rehearsing
it.
in my sleep right
Okay,
now.
and you're not going to tell us what this song is?
Should I?
No. Yeah, okay.
The gap.
I will tell you
Ooh.
this.
Wow.
It is a Stevie Wonder song. That's all I'm gonna
Holy
say.
macaroni.
okay.
Oh, I know what
Biggest-
it is. Oh,
I'm
So-
very excited.
So I guess now we're all going through Stevie Wonder's discography to figure out the best Christmas song.
which one would
Absolutely.
be?
So-
yes, Dana has been a big part of the show and a big part of the 74-minute finale. We always say that the finale just goes on and on because we have people standing in the aisles
Yes.
and they are rocking it out as Dana is just smoking her home on fumes, I
There's
believe.
a pressure that begins when the beginning dun, 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 starts. I'm like,
Deep breath.
Yeah.
and I got chills. Like, it's so exciting because the finale, you look out and you see all of these children of different ages. You have all of us. I mean, our cast goes from what? Maybe, what's the youngest? Maybe
Or maybe four, I'd say.
4 to what would be our most
Watch it now.
tender age.
I was like, I was waiting to see your
That
phrasing.
leads me right into our tenderest of divas. We're not saying her age. Tessa Crosby,
Okay.
the grande dame of the diva singers.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the grande dame of all. Of
course.
She's the grande dame of the singers. She is going to be singing a new song this year, arranged for her by Bill Brennan. And on the stage with her, this is going to be so exciting, is going to be the grande dame of St. John's Dance, Judy Nee. Yes,
I got chills.
I know, and it's going to be so incredible. And then Renee Marquis. I mean, what can you say about Renee Marquis? That voice, that's, you know, the dulcet tones, the sultry tones, and that woman can sing anything. She's sensational. And Bob McDonald, oh my gosh. So they're all there, and I think it's going to be exciting. Well, are you feeling a little nervous?
She doesn't know
Yes.
what her costume is yet. And I
No, I don't. No, I'm curious.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything with your repertoire and your reputation for you to be nervous about.
No.
You're wonderful.
No.
Truly wonderful.
And so fantastic. So I'm excited to see. Are you going to give us hints into costumes, or are we walking into this?
Oh, you mean mine?
Well, everyone's at this point, Sheilagh.
It's like, I never know.
Oh,
and people
okay.
always ask me what I'm going to get up to this year. And I don't know. I might see a feather on the floor and go, Dana. stick that-
Inspiration hits,
It's
and
just-
the next thing you know, you're witnessing her walking out on stage wearing it. And like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And the laughter that happens as well is pretty magical
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. And so I never know. So I can't tell you what I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
Although I do know when I get out there, I'm kind of going, this is either going to be really funny
It always is.
or it's going to like drop like a great big
No.
boulder right in front of me.
Never.
Never. I have yet to hear anyone say a Divas production did not go up exquisitely and blow their minds. So there is not going to be a boulder dropped.
We have truly become a family over all these years, and you're welcome to our family now.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Get a hand there, Dana.
They're never letting you go now, Anna.
I'll be
So-
combing your hair and pushing you out on stage.
Fixing your makeup, cheering you on the sidelines.
Yeah.
That's what we all do for each other.
Yeah.
And we have our senior choir, and each and every one of those is a solo diva in and of themselves. Our dancers, you see some of them right there.
Absolutely.
Led by Pamela Pittman. are the hardest working performers you'd ever want to see. They are constantly changing costume. They're doing some fabulous new pieces this year. Bill Brennan and our orchestra and our arranger. He arranges every song for everyone that goes out out on stage to sing. And it is just, and then we've got our children's choir. And what's not to love, you know? So, and we've got an audience that is coming in. And when you go out on the stage, I'm going to get weeny-whiny. When you go out on stage and you stand there, and you stop worrying about whether your flabby bits are flabbing. You just
Never.
Yeah, you just stand there, and you get this incredible of love and smiles and everything that comes over, and it is just. It's our Divas Do Christmas, and they're really, really happy to be there.
I think people want to be a part of a tradition, especially after everything we've been through. I mean, this world has been through. And it almost feels like what the Rockettes are to New York. It almost feels like Divas is to, Newfoundlanders. They want to come. They want to be a part of a family and a tradition and, to experience something joyful together. And I think
for sure
we need it. We want it.
We need little Christmas right this very minute. Oh, no, stop it. That's Tessa's.
We'll keep the secrets. So we do need to talk about something very important. We've talked about the tradition. We've talked about this. What dates are we going to see the Divas Do Christmas?
Did they tell us that?
Yes.
What are they?
December the 7th. We begin.
The 7th to the 10th.
All right.
And I got to say to your audience that is watching tonight that get your tickets because they are going so fast. I looked at the box office before I came, and we are really getting there already, and we're a month out.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'd let the cat out of the bag by saying we're probably looking at a holdover.
Oh,
yeah, an extra show, which is going to be great fun.
Okay, so tickets online, call
Tickets
the box
online,
office.
call the box office. Get your tickets now if you want to see the best, the biggest, the brightest, the more sparkles, the more feathers, the more glitz.
And that's just Sheilagh. That's it.
Thank you, Dana. I wouldn't have said the same about you, except you're right, it's me.
So before I let you guys go, I'm going to ask the last question to Anna as our new diva on stage. If there was one thing you would like the audience to know about coming to a diva show, about getting to be part of it, what would you like them to know from your experience?
I think that I feel more at home now, I guess, because since moved here from Brazil, now 4 years ago, being part of such a traditional party, it's, I don't know, I feel...
I'm like weepy now.
Yeah, I feel like at home.
So this is the tradition to make it home.
Yeah, I guess
How
so.
lucky are we to have someone from Brazil call Newfoundland home? Like, there's music is always a connector.
That's it.
In our communities, and language, it's not a barrier when there's music involved.
When there's music.
And
Definitely.
for us to have you and to bring your culture and your music, it's just it's an amazing thing.
And I think Terry Andrews has, as artistic director of TADA events, but also as director of so many shows. You know what you get when you go to something Terry has directed. But also, Terry has a great ear, and she knows exactly what Dana is saying. The melding of music and voices and what it does to us as people, as we all, and the audiences join in with our singing. And we have many people from many nationalities on the show, and we're thrilled and delighted because that's what it's all about, community.
I want to thank you for joining me. Can't wait to check out Divas, and I can't wait to see all of you on stage.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back, everyone. welcome back, everyone. We are now joined by Lindsey Hynes, who is the manager of Vibrant Communities with Community Sector Council. Lindsey, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
So I'm really excited to talk about Vibrant Communities because it's a new role and a new program with Community Sector Council. So what exactly is it?
So it's actually, it's not a new role, it's kind of a revitalized role.
Okay.
So some of the watchers will probably have heard of it maybe like 7 years ago. It was quite active in the community. So now it's been revitalized and it encompasses all things poverty reduction, well-being, diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging, and equity deserving groups in our province.
Okay, so full province, not just Avalon, the whole province is being covered by this program.
Yes, in some as best as we can within our capacity.
Oh, that is so cool, but also so much going into that. So as you are in this role, what are some of the things that you have found that have made it pivotal for it to be revitalized and brought back?
Well, the big focus right now on well-being and how basically poverty and well-being are connected and all the social determinants of health. And you know, how we as citizens can be empowered to take a bit more control over our overall well-being. So I am semi-new to the position, and I've been navigating how that's all connected and how really, like us as one organization, can make an impact.
Okay. So I know in doing that, you guys have come up with a wonderful idea for an event that will be taking place. So what's that event and what's going on with it?
So we're hosting our first Wellbeing Fair Monday, November 27th, 1 to 7 p.m. at the St. John's Farmers Market. So it's a completely accessible venue. So what folks can expect, it's a free event for all. Come for a little bit, come for a little bit longer, you know, whatever makes you happy. But there'll be over 45 booths from the community sector, all highlighting and sharing information about programs and services that they offer that can contribute to your overall well-being. Okay. I'm super proud and excited and kind of overwhelmed with the incredible amount of engagement we've received from the sector. We're full. And everything from the Palliative Care Association to a cool organization I never even knew existed called the Elder Dogs that help seniors keep their pets, keep their dogs, in various capacities and supports around that. The CSCNL, Guide to the Good. Like, there's such a unique, wide collection of nonprofits and service groups that have applied to attend and need to be applauded as well, because some of these organizations don't have paid staff. They are volunteer run. Wow. And they've dedicated volunteers from 1 to 7 to make sure that everyone who walks in the doors, depending on the time that they come, have equal access to the information.
Wow, that's amazing. So for some of our viewers watching, they might not really understand what well-being is. So what exactly is well-being so they know what to expect when they're part of this event? So beyond my work, my work with the Community Sector Council, so I own a small fitness company as well for women and children. And when people think of well-being, I find they often think right away of, I need to be physically fit, I need to go run or hike or do those types of things. But there's different types of well-being, your emotional, your social, your physical, and then using that with the social determinants of health. So everything from race to gender to income to housing to financial security and empowerment. So all those things encompass our overall well-being. And I think us as a province, we're all really navigating what that looks like and how we can take control of our own well-being and access some services to better that. And with the Wellbeing Fair and it being a nonprofit-based fair, most of these things are at little or no cost. Okay. So people often think, oh, well, I need to pay to go to a gym, or I need to pay for a counselor. There's so many free services that exist within the community sector. And honestly, we have 45 booths on the day of the event. I probably could do 3 more well-being fairs, and who knows, maybe that's feedback we get and we do. But there's so many amazing resources and people just don't know about them. That is so true and so very important. So for some of the organizations that are part of the Wellbeing Fair, are they just Avalon-based or are they accessible to people all across the province?
So some of them are accessible across the province, but because we're physically having it in the Avalon and on the metro region, most of them are kind of housed here. But we are looking at, if this event is successful and people enjoy it and they gain a lot from it, being able to duplicate events like these across the province, because we're a provincial organization, and if that means we provide the tools and resources for other community leaders to, mimic the event, that could be it, or who knows, maybe we'll hit the road running and bring folks together. So the Community Sector Council, Newfoundland and Labrador, we do foster economic and social well-being through the community sector, and we help those who help others. So our main goal all the time is increasing capacity within the community sector. So anyone who maybe wants to do a well-being fair, maybe they're inspired when they watch this, they can absolutely get in contact, and I would be more than happy to pass along the do's and the don'ts.
Absolutely. So for our viewers watching who are like, I'm kind of interested, but I'm still a little afraid, what would you like them to know about the space that they're walking into and what they can expect from this experience?
So I can guarantee that every single person who walks into the door will learn about a new program or service that either they can access or like their neighbor or a family member. It is an accessible venue. It's a community event, so you will be welcomed positively no matter who you are. We will have extra volunteers there in case you need additional assistance throughout the event. There's going to be entertainment, and when I say entertainment, I mean public presentations from the organizations that are representing, or activities. So it could be an art activity that you might want to engage in. The entire schedule will come out on our website and our social media in advance. So if you want to coordinate your visit with a presentation that really excites you, then I highly recommend checking out the schedule. Okay. There will be, of course, swag. Loves a bit of swag, and just good vibes. Like, I think in a post-pandemic world, we're still like, when I see you after a pandemic, and I finally see your face, and I'm so excited to see friends and be reunited. I just think it's well overdue for some good vibes and some real community space.
Okay, so would you say that this is a family-friendly event, or would you say it's more geared towards adults and teens?
Family-friendly, absolutely. There are booths for, I believe, every single age group from birth to seniors and to palliative care. Okay.
So everyone will be covered, everyone will be served in terms of finding things to cater to their well-being.
Absolutely, and I just think that, as a Newfoundlander and our whole province, we all, we're so kind to other people. I just think it's, come be kind to yourself. Take an hour out of your day, be it on your lunch break or after work, and just pop in and have a look around, have some good conversation, and you never know what kind of cool resource you'll find to add to your well-being.
Perfect. And what are the dates for this event again, and dates and times?
Monday, November 27th, 1 to 7 p.m. You do not need to pre-register. You just show up.
Okay.
And come alone or come with a family or friend. Guaranteed to be inclusive and community-minded.
Okay, perfect. And so let's say there are organizations out there who said, we weren't able to participate in this, but we would love to get in contact with the Community Sector Council in order to either bring it out to their communities or figure out how they can support people who are attending this event. What would you want them to know?
Reach out on our website, cscnl.ca. My contact information is there, or the generic email will get to me. We are in like an ideation phase of vibrant communities and how this really works and how it can actually be accessible across our province. So I'm loving this phase. I'm having a lot of really great conversations with community partners. We're open to suggestions and really just building collaborations. And I love exploring other areas of Newfoundland and Labrador. So I'd be happy to connect and share anything that I learn.
Perfect. And if they are some for-profit organizations who want to support this kind of initiative, are they able to reach out to help make it a reality in their communities?
Absolutely. While I wish these really good vibe events were free, it still costs money in tons of different ways. So we do have a very small amount of booths that are saved for sponsors. And again, if they miss the opportunity, so say these are full when they watch, reach out anyways, because who knows what will happen next in the well-being sphere and what the Community Sector Council Newfoundland and Labrador can do in that area.
Okay, so absolutely. And if there are some key points as to things that you're particularly excited about, what are some of those things?
I'm really excited to see people. I'm just excited to see folks, and you know, it's a barrier-free. Hopefully, we're trying really hard, barrier-free event to attend, and I really just am passionate about you and I and everyone else that comes in to be excited about an opportunity that they find, that they were like, oh, I thought I had to pay for that, and I can actually engage. Or maybe I'm going to do an employment program, but I'm also going to get some social benefits, and then money too, and you know, improve my economic well-being. So I think all of these things, a lot of the nonprofits that are coming actually hit multiple social determinants of health. So when you engage in one piece, your benefits are actually exponential. And I think you can't participate if you don't know.
Absolutely.
So you need to show up.
So we got one more minute. If you have one last thing you want our viewers to know about you, the Community Sector Council, or this event in particular, what would you want it to be?
I think just, you know, people, if you take a bit more control of your own well-being, being a bit more proactive, and what we're saying is upstream. So we're trying to be proactive versus reactive. We're trying to feel better before we feel worse.
Absolutely.
And I think, you know, you can come into this event for 15, 20 minutes and still gain some information, or just immerse yourself in the well-being space.
I want to thank you so much for joining me and sharing this wonderful program and
Thank you
event.
for the opportunity.
And we'll be right back, everyone. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. I want to give a special thank you to my guests for joining me. It was great to have a laugh, talk a little bit about the upcoming Christmas season, and talk about what we can do to get ourselves feeling better and taking care of our own well-being. So if you're interested in checking out the Divas Do Christmas, make sure to get your tickets. The show is from December 7th to 10th. And if you want to know more about the Wellbeing Fair, don't miss it on November.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
If you have a comment about this program, we'd love to hear it. Email or call us, or send us your feedback through social media.
Are you low on food? Struggling to pay the bills? Overwhelmed by life's challenges?